Okay. Oh. Let's make some crocodile scales. Let me pull up the right picture now. There we go. Okay. So to get rid of this thing, I know I put it in the regular dummy. There's a little tab right here, and you just pull it, or click and pull it over there with the left click. Let's see, anything else we need to set up first? We've got our Avastar. Okay, should be fine. I'm gonna hit A to clear the selection off of that, and then over in no, we would have to, whatever body that you want, you'd have to grab the dummy for it. So, what object do you have selected right now? Yeah. So while in object mode, let's go ahead and create a plane. And it might be off center. My cursor's off center, so hit N to pull up the transform tab here. And then I'm just gonna put 0 into everything. Maybe. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, because my numlock is off. There we go. Okay. And we'll go into edit mode. And if you have a numpad key on your keyboard, you can use those to change which direction it is. So I hit 3 to go to the side here, and then I'm going to rotate this plane so that it's 90 degrees. So I hit R key and 90. Oh yeah, the faces are even facing the right way. Okay. And then I use a mixture of doing the keyboard shortcuts and these little things. So the keyboard shortcuts are R for rotate, G for grab and move around, and S for scale. But I'm just going to grab these and kind of move it up where we want it to be. And just kind of edit it till it's close in there. And actually, for these 2 points, I'm going to put them on the 0x. Zero them out on the X vertices. And then I'm going to hide this tail for a second, get it out of our way. Do you have this transform thing pulled up? I just put in 0 while you have one of these selected, which is the right click. Just put in 0 on the X and it'll move it. Yeah. Okay. And now over here under your scene, there's a whole bunch of little options here. And we're going to go to this one that's shaped like a wrench. Yeah, that's a wrench. The modifiers tab. And we'll add a mirror modifier. You got it? Okay, cool. Sometimes if it doesn't show up like this, it's because your object isn't centered and it'll mess it up. And if that happens, just hit Control A to apply your location, rotation, and scale. Okay, so we'll go back in there, and this makes it so we only have to model half of it, and it already gets mirrored while we're working. So we don't have to worry about that. And I think for each plate, I'm going to make another horizontal cross across this plane here. So we go into Tools, down to Loop, Cut, and Slide. And when you click it, a little pink line will come up to show you where it's going to cut it. And then one click puts it in and lets you slide. And the second click verifies it. Oh, there we go. Oh, yep, take your time. Alright. That's okay. Just have them however you want them. And for this next step, I'm going to go into edge select mode. We have vertex, edge, and face. So I just click that one. And then we can select by these edges. And I'm going to hit 3 on my numpad to go back this way. And what I'm going to do is just grab each of those little edges we just made and kind of follow the curve of the back with them. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, it'll look something like that for right now. And let's see for the first. Let's see if this works. Yeah, okay. So think about where you want to put the spiny parts next. And we'll go back to the loop, cut, and slide, and cut it vertically this time. this is going to be like the flat part, and then my scale bumps are going to go right here. And I'm going to do one more row so that we'll end up with 4 sets. Control Z. Yeah, what do you mean backward? Oh, you hit Control and the 1 numpad. Yeah. Yes, yes. Alrighty. Yep. Yeah, let me know if I'm going too fast. Yeah. Go back out into object mode, right click the tail, and hit H. Yeah, or you click the little eyeball over here in your scene. Same thing. That's not the button. Yep, vertical. Okay, okay. And what I think I want to do, so let's go into the face select mode now. And we'll have these little dots. And we will select one of these little faces. It's going to end up being a scale. I'm going to go to the side here to show what it's doing. And the hotkey for this is E for extrude. And it just pulls out more faces. A bit like that. Creates a nice little scale shape. And then I'm going to do S to kind of shrink that face down a little bit to give it the little edge there. And then I'll just do the same. Yeah, it'll look a lot better when we finish. This is just the beginnings. Yeah, that's the way I like to do it. There is a sculpt mode on here, but I don't know, I just prefer doing it the geometric way, I guess. There's one row done. Looks like Legos. Another thing I want to mention too is if you need to have the face rotated a little, you hit R, and then you can rotate it like that. But this one came out pretty good as is, so I'm just going to scale it down a little. And there's a couple reasons I like doing the geometric way better too, because when you start to sculpt, there's no way to get around it, but because every sculpting kind of algorithm makes it a very, very high poly mesh, and since we're making stuff for a video game, that's not what you want. So to make that fit be better, you have to retopologize it afterwards, which I do sometimes, especially for really complex meshes like the head and stuff. I will sculpt it first and then use retopo flow to make the topology fit for Second Life. Yeah. Yep, and that's why it's important for me to go ahead and think about that, because I don't want to be that person. Nope. The anthro whatever? Oh my goodness. I think I made mine a little wide, so at this point I'm going to select these. I'm going to turn on this limit selection to visible so I can get these back ones, and hit C to just highlight those all and kind of move them and adjust them. Much better, I think. How are you doing, Aziza? You're fine, just take your time. I'll stop right here for a minute then, because I definitely don't want to get too far ahead. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I did that. Gauge them by comparing them to the one I'd already pulled out. Uh-oh. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, yeah, I just did that to kind of edit these. If you want to, like, move these rows around a little bit, um, I hit this little button. It just makes it so you can select verts that are hidden behind others. And then, sorry. And then hit C, and it'll pull up this little circle. And you can change the size of the circle with the scrolly button, and then just select all your scale verts and right click to stop, and then you can slide them all. Yeah. Okay. So now hit A to select them, A twice because I'll unselect and select all, and then go into the shading / UVs thing, and where faces, hit smooth. Smooth. And you'll see at the start, it'll put a smoothing on them so they don't look so sharp. And for me, I kind of like the look. I know some people might want them to be more well, have what's the word? Subdivided. Yeah. Well, let's just add it and see what it looks like. I'm just going to add a subdivision surface modifier. And you can see it rounds out those scales. But only have it like... What's it doing? Hit recalculate under the normals over there on the left. I think that it's... No, it's the inner one. I think it's just a glitch with the thing. Go into object mode. And then in the modifier tab, add a subdivision surface modifier. It's yeah, you found it. It's still doing something. Okay, well, go back into edit mode and hit A twice to select everything. And then hit recalculate again. That's possible. Then select that face and hit X. I think. Is it X? Yeah, delete face. Well, it's still showing something. Yeah. Okay, so now it is see-through, so it's showing the back. Okay. Now, go into the vertex selection mode and select the vertexes around the open hole. Yeah, you hit shift to... there is some kind of doubling thing going on there. Okay. Well then, delete those verts also. YOLO, let's see what happens. Okay. No, it's good. It's good. Okay, so select one of those vertices that's not connected now. And then hit Control L. And that just selects everything linked to it, and then hit X. Just delete it. We'll start over. And yeah, now select the 4 around the hole we have now. Shift right click. Yeah, you can't do it. It'll select your entire mesh if you do it now. No. Control Z. Hit go under tools on the left. Under add, there will be make edge slash face, and just click it. And now just go into the side view and extrude it again. Hit Control Z. Yeah, you just have multiple verts in there somewhere. There still looks like there's some extra faces there. You see how it wasn't highlighting the entire edge? That happens. Grab one of those. Go into edge mode and grab one of the edges. See what happens when you drag it around. The horse. God. Yeah, I think the easiest way. Okay, hide those verts that you have selected for a minute. Hit H. Now just select that little cube that's still showing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that final vert is part of the cube, so just select that final vert by itself. Okay, now you've got the cube one, and now select the other three. And yes. And now hit Alt H to unhide. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what mode it's in, just whatever you can see best in. And now select that final corner and put your face back in it. And then just extrude it. Yeah. That happens sometimes. Nice. So, the subdivision does give it this nice roundy, like the scale. So I think I'll leave that, but don't put it more than like one subdivision like I've got here, because you're just gonna make it way too high poly. Okay. I will, since I'm not applying the modifier, you can't really see, but like, okay, so this is how the original mesh looks. And then if I apply the subdivision, you'll see that it has doubled the amount of verts, but then it's also rounded it out at the same time. Yeah. It probably... So the subdivision surface modifier itself kind of rounds out the edges as well. If you just subdivide everything manually, like, say I'll select this cube and hit subdivide over here, it just makes a cut in the center of each edge. It remains flat. The modifier works in a little bit of different ways. Oh, well, not too bad. I might take out this and see what... let's see. If you pull it out, it'll make it longer. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, if you don't want the surface modifier on it, you don't have to. Okay, let's see. Yeah, kind of not put a lot of the detail into the mesh itself, because are you talking about how it kind of points in the center? Okay, that's easy. So I'm going to go into edge mode and just select the side edges here and scale them. Oh, wait. Alt S to scale them to the side like that. Yeah, hang on. I think I need to pull it out a little bit more. Pull that out a little more and stretch these out a little more. We'll see if that gets what we want. Oh, that's why, because it's coming forward. Okay, we would subdivide the edge again. Yeah. And you can get more detail without increasing the mesh load. Fix this where I had it. By using a bump map, and that can help you with little bumps and stuff that you would liken it without, you know, making it excessive. At this point, I'll probably go ahead and pull the edges of the outside in to shape it up. Oh, whatever's easier for you. I'm doing vertex right now. There's no super science around it. Super science. Yeah, me too. Okay. I'm way too gay for math. I mean, this is the most I can do. Let's put in a little bendiness of the scales too. I'm going to select these four. I think that'll be good. And then down here next to the limiter selection, there's this proportional editing mode. And you hit enable. And then I'm just going to grab expert here. And you'll see it pulls stuff that's in range of that circle with it. So if I just up it a little bit, I can create a bit of a bend here at the top. I'm using this proportional editing mode right here. I turned it on, and when you grab whichever selection you want to move, you can use the circly button key thing to change it, and then if I drag it in like this, it will proportionally edit these to kind of bend in as well. So that it kind of flows with the body shape better. I think I'll do this as well. Just giving it more of that depth. There, that looks pretty good. just testing something here real quick. Nope. Okay. So what I will do next is fit it more to what going in the body. I didn't exactly fit it exactly to her back. And I'll use the proportional editing to help with that as well. The edges, I'm clipping them into it. If you're using like a regular mesh body, you can have it attached to the seams, like where your invisibility HUD would be, your alpha HUD. With the regular SL body, the closest you can really get is getting it to clip into there. It's should probably save a lot more often than I do. I do save as, and then you make it Gator scales. What do you mean? Well, there's a few different things you can choose through your fall off type and try a different one, and also changing the strength of it. Yeah, and you can do it without the fall off if you want to. It's just preference. If you're wanting to select that whole edge there, let's Alt click. Well, it might get in the way because of it, but if you hit Alt Shift and click the little edges, you'll get them all. Oh wait, on the outer edge it's fine. If you're going to select the center one, like in between the scales, you'll have to hit Shift and just select all the different sections. think there on the back a bigger dent. That's why it doesn't really want to attach easily. Just around the shoulder there. Nice. You're just trying to get it to fold into the shoulder there. You may have to take it down a little like that as well. I believe I've had the desktop audio off this whole time. Which means it's been hearing me, but not you guys.
Oh no!
Wow. Oh, I'll just have to edit it later.
You won't be able to hear my garbage jokes.
Well, now that you can.
Woo!
Okay. Me. Okay, I just need to do the bottom. I should.
You have some extra verts there or something.
Rocky, I love you so much, but I need you to stay over there.
Need to wait.
Ugh. Ouch.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Are you kidding me?
Doopy-doopy.
I didn't think you would have streamed with me in the call. Or at least don't have my audio.
It's fine. Oh, yeah.
What? Still? Jeez. Look at that. Almost there.
You're fine.
Mm. This needs to go in. There, jeez. Alright, last two are in. What happened here? There we go. Okay. It is inside her back.
Sweet. And I think that I feel like the mesh is done. A lot of the detail, like the plates in between here, you'll want to do with the texture and stuff.
Bump map. Yeah.
So now it'll just be rigging. So turn our avatars back on. This, I keep calling it a skeleton, but it's a rig. And then right click on your back scales to select them first. Then hold shift and select the skeleton.
Pose mode. How do you...
In object
How
mode.
did you get
Sorry.
Object? Okay. There we go. Okay. And then I turned on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you have your scales and the avatar selected.
And the avatar?
The rig.
Okay. Yeah, they're both selected now.
Okay. And then hit, like, hold up. Control P, and then with empty groups.
I'm not getting that.
Make sure, select the scales first and then the avatar. But hold shift so that you have them both.
Oh, there we go.
And the rig. And then
What was it, with empty groups?
Yes.
Okay.
And that will put all the vertex groups and stuff into the scales. Now, what, baby? Okay. So at this point, well, before we paint it, actually, let's unwrap it. And don't apply your mirror modifier either. So go back into edit mode and double click A to select everything. We hear you, Gigi. She wants a head pat. There you go. And I'm gonna go up here to this corner thing and pull out another one. Ow! You brat.
God, me too.
Hush. I don't know how to use words. And then I'm going to change this scene to be the UV image editor. Just so I can see, and then I'm going to go to the shading UVs tab over in the main one and hit unwrap.
Ooh, I have a gap. Why do I have a gap?
Uh-oh.
What the heck?
I'm just gonna
Yeah, I have a gap.
rotate
Hold on.
her and fill out fill this out as much as possible.
You see that? Right. Right here. Here's a gap.
Oh, I think it's your selected face.
Oh. Oops. There you go. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. But yours doesn't have that.
Because, let me see, what's the difference between them? See? Oh, it does.
Oh.
It's just got something to do with the base mode or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so that looks good to me, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll close the UV images for now. And now I'm going to hit clipping in the mirror modifier so that the seams will stick together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clipping.
And then hit apply.
Apply. Oh, I gotta go back to object.
Oh yeah, you have to be an object mode, sorry.
It's okay. And close that. And hit apply. Okay.
Let's apply the subdivision surface modifier too. And we will add one more new modifier, and this will be the data transfer modifier. It's the very first one.
Okay.
And the source object is going to be our avatar mesh, which is the avatar body. So, under source object, oh, it's the very first one that comes up.
What did I do? Didn't I apply the mirror?
You clicked on the body.
Okay.
So click on the scales.
Oh.
There you go. So just scroll down. Yeah, and that source object, click the box. Yep. And we're going to do vertex data. And because it's not an exact match, we're going to do nearest edge interpolated. That's what I have the most success with.
Okay.
I mean, you can play around with that. And then vertex groups, we'll select that. And then hit generate data layers at the bottom. And then we'll apply that modifier as well. Ow! Come here. Say hi, Gigi. Since you want attention so badly. I know, I love you too. Okay. And now, after you apply that, it should be... Okay, never mind, because this is not... I forgot to put an armature modifier. But it should be moving that anyway.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Yeah, the plane is. Then why is it? Huh. Okay. Hold up. Let me figure out what my problem is.
Okay.
Okay, so because this body wasn't paired to the rig is the problem. So select the body and the rig and hit Control P to pair it, just like we did for the scales.
So select the body and then Control P. I'm not getting.
Select the shift and select the rig also.
Oh. Okay. So body and then rig?
Yep.
Okay. Control P with empty groups?
Yep.
Okay.
Because when you hit the empty, it just keeps the groups it already had. So since it already has weight paint, it'll already be weighted. Then
Cool.
we'll go back to the scales.
Okay.
And add the data transfer modifier again.
Transfer.
And select the Avastar body now that it's paired. Vertex, vertex data. Nearest edge interpolated. Vertex.
Oops.
Go
Vertex.
away. Vertex groups. And
vertex groups.
generate data layers.
Generate data.
And apply. And now it should be working pretty good. You can rotate. Yep. You can either hit R to rotate bones or just use the arrows like before. And at this point, if there was any areas that didn't look so great when it was animating or bending, I would take it into weight paint mode. Select the scoots and then go to weight paint mode. I need to put Avastar in skin and weight mode too. Okay then. And then it shows what the bones that you're actually weighted to. Oh, there's a little bit of weirdness right in there, so we'll go ahead and I will go to the tools and weight paint mode and find the blur. Straight down just a little bit.
So select the scoots. Weight paint.
Yep. Also click Avastar.
Avastar.
And hit the skin and weight button.
Skin and weight.
That way it'll show the that it's actually weighted to. And then if you click on any of these, control click any of the bones.
Oh. Oops. Control. Oh, the bones. Control, right click. There you go.
Yeah. So if it's not working, make sure that the rig is in pose mode and then go back to your other object. That was it. But let me see. I'm going to turn on vertex selection mode down here and hit A. I can see everything that's hidden down in there. Then I'm just going to take that blur modifier, or the blur tool, and just give it a light little smattering.
Do I left click or right click?
For the brush, it's left click. Well, normally it turns on the mirror option, but since this rig obviously isn't weighted exactly, it's already got a little bit of a... So I'll just make sure I go over both sides.
What strength did you have it at?
I put it on about 0.5.
Okay. 0.5. Okay. It's not really doing anything.
Oh, hit
It's on.
A twice to select your
Oops.
verts.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Aggressive clicking.
I'm actually going to see if this looks better if the shoulder bone isn't rigged. And it does. So give it a little bit of paint there. Just then. Then I just kind of wiggle everything around. Wow. Okay, I must
Stretchy.
not be selecting the right bone here. Yeah, here we go.
Man, I wish I could bend my spine at 90 degrees.
I know, right? Or do
How are you moving it?
I select a bone and hit R to rotate it.
Oh, okay.
If you're plastic, I have a chocolate bunny. Don't mind me. I've been working on this thing all afternoon. I'm probably going to be sick tomorrow, but it's worth it.
And it's never going to be perfect, but as long as you think about, the biggest extensions someone might use in an animation, and make sure it looks smooth up to that point, you're pretty good.
I guess.